From Julius Caesar to Nero and the killing of the prophets of Apostle Paul and Peter, Constantine, Alexander the Great, and these princes of the world. These people claim that they are Christian, but do they match the Spirit of God? Do they match the character of God? Revelations 18:23 through 24 says, "The light of the lamp will never shine in you again. The voice of the bridegroom and bride will never be heard in you again. Your merchants were the world's important people. By your magic spell, all nations were led astray." So all these people who claim that they were Christian, did they do God's work? These princes and kings and queens, princes of the world, do they show you Jesus Christ's character? Do they do Jesus Christ's character? By her magic spell, all nations were led astray. In her was found the blood of the prophets and of God's holy people, all who have been slaughtered on earth. Are these real Christians? Do they really follow Jesus Christ? Do they show you the character of Jesus Christ? In her was found the blood of the prophets and of God's holy people, all who have been slaughtered on earth. The prophets, the disciples who have been killed, have been slaughtered by these people. What is a counterfeit Christian? A fraudulent imitation of Jesus Christ. A fraudulent. They're the opposite of Jesus Christ. They're counterfeit. When behavior and character does not match the Spirit of God, that's what makes them a counterfeit Christian. I'm Trey Knowles. Welcome to Truth for Knowledge. Let's talk about it. Counterfeit Christians. Transformation, recognition, salvation, substance, Truth for Knowledge.
Reborn again, brand new in Christ. Recognition, Jesus is Lord. The joy of the Lord is my salvation. The righteousness of the Lord is my substance.
Transformation, recognition, salvation, substance, Truth for Knowledge.
Welcome to Truth and Knowledge, created by Trey Knowles.
Transformation, recognition, salvation, substance,
Welcome to Truth and Knowledge, created by Trey Knowles.
Counterfeit Christians. This has nothing to do with what color you are. This has nothing to do where you come from or what continent you live in. This has to do with righteousness and living in the Spirit of God and walking in the character of God. 1 John 2:9 through 10. Anyone who claims to be in the light but hate a brother or sister is still in darkness. So if you claim to be in Jesus Christ, and if you claim to be in the light, but you hate your brother or sister, you're still in darkness. And you are a counterfeit Christian. Anyone who loves their brother or sister lives in the light, and there's nothing in them that makes them stumble. That means you're pure. And if you walk in the light and you live and you're living in the commandments of God, you are pure. Unlike these people here, they want power and they hate their brother and their sister. What I mean by hate their brother and sister, they hate other people on the planet. And so they was walking in the light, Just imagine if they was walking in the light. I don't think there would be that many problems in the world if they were walking in the light, because if they were walking in the light, they will be real disciples. They will be doing discipleship. 1 John 2, 3 through 6. We know that we have come to know him if we keep his commandments. So if we keep the commandments, and if they were keeping the commandments, we would know. Probably wouldn't be there dark ages. It probably wouldn't be medieval times, right? If they was keeping the commandments. That means everyone in the world everybody in the world would know Christ's character. Everybody in the world would know Christ's character. And a lot of problems that you see on the planet today, a lot of things probably would never happen. If all these people were in the light. Whoever says, I know him, but does not do what he commands is a liar. So these people said they know Jesus Christ, right? They say they are Christians, but don't do what God commands. So they are liars. But not just them. Anybody that says they know God and don't do the righteousness of God, you a liar. And the truth is not in that person. So the truth is not in you. You can't be running around talking about you love sin, or you living in sin, or you trying to find some justifiable means to live in unrighteousness and say that you know Jesus Christ, because you don't know him. Because those who know him crucify the flesh and live in the Spirit of God. But if anyone obeys his word, the love for God is truly made complete in them. This is how we know we are in him. Whoever claims to live in him must do as Jesus did. Did they do as Jesus did? These princes, this prince of the world and princess of the world, these kings and queens of the world, did they do as Jesus did? Counterfeit Christians. Do not be like Cain, who belonged to the evil one and murdered his brother. John 3:12. Do not be like Cain, who belonged to the evil one and murdered his brother. And why did he murder him? Because his own actions were evil and his brother was righteous. So all the killing that they did, they were like Cain. The killing of God's people, they were like Cain. Counterfeit Christians. Do they match the Spirit of God? Do they do the will of God? When you claim Jesus Christ, your light should be shining. But if you claim Jesus Christ, and let's say this person doesn't really know Jesus Christ, right? And all he sees is you, because you claim Jesus Christ, you claim that you know Jesus Christ. And then they look at you and like, this is the Spirit of Jesus Christ? I don't want to be around Jesus Christ, because this is what this was showing display. So if Jesus Christ matched them, then people don't want to be bothered with them. They don't want to be bothered with Jesus. Because what they see, these people claim Jesus Christ, but their spirit is not matching Jesus. So if you're talking about how Jews or Muslims not coming to Jesus, is there a reason for that? When they look at these people who claim Jesus Christ, but their spirit don't match. So what does that mean? These people over here are false prophets, right? Matthew 7:15 through 29. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are vicious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them. By their fruit we recognize them, right? Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but every bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thous, by their fruit you will recognize them. So by their fruit we shall recognize this is not from God. They are not from God. Doesn't matter. They're not from God. Now, Matthew 7:15 through 29, we'll go to verse 21. Are these, can you see these people as disciples? Do they do what Peter and all the disciples Jesus has? True and false disciples. Are they disciples? Are they discipling you? What type of discipleship are they doing to you? Are they giving you Christ? How are they giving you Christ? Do they show Christ's spirit? Not everyone who says to me, Lord, 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 will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and your name drive out demons, and in your name perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoer. So every time they say, Lord, 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 all right, and then we prophesy in your name. So we're going to talk about the Catholic Church. Do the Catholic Church match the Spirit of God? Do the Vatican match the Spirit of God? Do the Vatican match the character of God? And they talk about casting out demons. Plainly, I never knew you, evildoer. How can you cast out demons if you didn't cast out the demon that's inside you? Take the speck out of your own eye before you try to take the speck out of somebody else's eye. So you look at all these people here, all these princes and kings and queens that they claim that they're Christian. Did they take the speck out of their own eye? Did they clean their own spirit? I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoer. So, the wise and foolish builders. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and put them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on a rock. Did they build their house on a rock? The rain came down, the streams rose, and the wind blew and beat against the house, and yet it did not fall. So when you're walking in obedience, when you're walking in the Spirit of God, nothing can break. That foundation cannot break because it had his foundation on the rock. It had his foundation on the rock, on Jesus Christ, the truth and the life. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like a foolish man who built his house on sand. The rain came down, the stream rose, and the wind blew and beat against the house, and it fell with a great crash. Counterfeit Christians. And now their house is tumbling down because people don't see the Spirit of Jesus Christ in them. They don't display the Spirit of Jesus Christ. The Muslim world and Jewish world should be able to recognize the Spirit of Jesus Christ. If they don't see it in you, if they don't see God in you, I believe that they know who God is. They understand who God is. They understand the character of God. But if you're not displaying the character of God, they coming against you, and they don't understand why. If all these people who claim they're a Christian should have made the world better, in Christ. You worship in a better place. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowd was amazed at his teaching because he taught as one who had authority and not as their teachers of the law. So Jesus told us everything that we need to know. And who is the enemy? He told us who the enemy is. What is a counterfeit Christian? A fraudulent imitation of Jesus Christ, which behavior and character does not match the Spirit of God. And if you want to be a real Christian, live in the Spirit of God and do the will of God. Do the will of the Father who is in heaven. Those who love me will keep my commandments. That's what Jesus tells us. And you will recognize. You'll recognize them by their fruits. Be the light of the world. I'm Trey Knowles. Thank you for watching Truth and Knowledge. May God bless. Until next time.